I don't know. I'm at a loss for words. I mean, like, what am I looking at here, guys? As you guys know, the season 5 roadmap came out, and we're just gonna dissect it. You know, I don't know how long this video is gonna be or anything. Like it if you enjoy, subscribe if you don't, or if you do, whatever. I don't even care. Let's talk about Black Ops 6 Season 5 because they lost the plot, dude. They don't know what's going on anymore. They don't know what the community wants, and this, I guess, roadmap, if you want to call it that, it's everything wrong with modern day Call of Duty. All right, let's just jump into it. Top left section here. Okay. The maps, we're getting Runway and Exchange. It looks like Exchange is going to be a 2v2 map also, so not even a full 6v6 map. So in reality, we're getting one new 6v6 map. It's called Runway. I don't think we got pictures yet, but I don't know. Judging by Treyarch, it might actually be decent, but judging by like Call of Duty's DLC track record, it probably will not be. But anyway, that remains to be seen. Exchange, like I said, is going to be a 6v6 and a 2v2 map. It looks really like a lot of like Black Ops 4 maps, and this is kind of one of the main critiques I want to get into with this next map here, a remastered version of WMD. Okay, that doesn't sound that bad on paper, but when you look at it, I'm going to show some pictures here, or one picture, if I can pull it up. Here we go. It's called World Motor Dynasty, and if you just look at the pictures, it looks so bland, dried out. It just looks like another urban, regular, you know, like unoriginal just map. Just like Modern Warfare could have made it, Sledgehammer could have made it. Like there's no, I don't know, there's no soul to it. There's no aura to it. There's nothing crazy about it. And you might just be saying like, oh man, all they did was take away the snow. Like, what are you crying about for? No, the snow made it like such an integral part, and not just the snow, like just so many things of this map. Of course, we got to see it first to play it, but I don't know. You put this map next to what's that map, like Extraction in Black Ops 6? Like what's separating, like just based on looks? Like Extraction might even look more colorful. Like this map looks kind of dried out and just very not like cool looking. There's no aura to it. Maybe it looks, or maybe it plays better. I don't know, but looks wise, it doesn't do itself any favors. And also along with that, you know, why are they changing the name to World Motor Dynasty? Who thinks that is a cool name? I don't know, man. You should change it to Wipe My, well, I'm trying to get monetized here, but anyway, the other map here, the last map here is called Jackpot. It's a 6v6 map, and unfortunately, it's in season. Now, my homie Invader, go check out his channel if you haven't already, brought up this really good point. Why do we have content that needs to be waited for in season? Who is waiting for this, right? This is not Black Ops 1, Modern Warfare 3, Black Ops 2 days where, you know, the whole world is playing Call of Duty and it's like, oh my God, I can't wait for this this DLC weapon to drop, or I can't wait for this map pack to drop. It's not like that anymore, okay? People will play the season reloaded, or the brand new season, whichever, and then they'll just move on. They're going to play Fortnite. They're going to play Warzone. They don't really care. You know, nobody's, oh man, I'm sitting on my hands waiting for Jackpot to drop. No, nobody's doing that, okay? Just drop everything all at once. This game, and Call of Duty in general, needs to learn this, okay? People don't like in-season stuff. And you're going to notice as we go through this roadmap here, there's a lot of in-season crap. We don't care. We don't want that, okay? We want it now. And let's get into some of the other stuff. So score streak, again, it's an in-season reward. It's the combat bow as an event reward. I'm fine with this because it's essentially just like a for fun thing. You know, I don't think that this, I mean, I could be eating my words here, but I don't think that the combat bow is going to be like the most broken score streak. Hopefully it's not, you know. As far as modes goes, we got a mode called Aim High. I'm not a good YouTuber, so I don't know what that's exactly about. Maybe it's headshots only. I don't know, but we're going to have to see. I'll give you guys more info on that in my next video. We got Cranked Demolition as well as Cranked Mosh Pit. And I think the question has to be asked, like, do we need two below boxes to showcase that we're getting Cranked back? Like, I think we get the point, you know, we get the point that Cranked is coming back. And another thing, why are we even taking out Cranked, right? If this is such a good game mode, which I firmly believe it is, I am a strong believer in the Cranked game mode, and I think that it should basically replace TDM. I don't think we need TDM if we're going to have Cranked. It's just a faster, better paced, version of it. So Again, I don't see a reason to take out Cranked, but for some reason the developers do, or maybe the AI does. I don't know. Who knows who's running the show over there at Activision these days. And then we got Blueprint Gunfight, again, in season. First off, who gives a crap if it's in season or not? Because Blueprint Gunfight got to be one of the most stale game modes I've ever seen. I don't know how this keeps coming back. I don't know if there's a very, very specific niche audience that like loves this game mode or something like that. It's just basically where it's a 2v2, except you don't even get to choose your own weapons, which is like, I don't know, probably 99% of the fun of Call of Duty is like customizing a class and making, your own personal adjustments. But I guess maybe people just want to try out the different blueprints maybe. And maybe that's why they keep bringing it back. Because like, people are buying the bundles from the stores because they're like, oh, hey, I get to use it here, but I don't get to use it on my own in multiplayer. And I don't know, for some reason they want to do that. They want to show people like, hey, I'm spending my money on Call of Duty, which I don't really think makes you the cool kid on the playground anymore, but to each their own. Now also, Ransack is coming back, I guess. Did this even come in Black Ops 6? I don't even remember. It's kind of that irrelevant of a game mode in my opinion, but it's coming back in season. I believe it's something kind of like Kill Confirm where you like collect tags and deposit them into like a bank or something like that. I think it can be fun. It has potential. I believe I've heard stuff like this in Call of Duty, but as far as this specific game mode, not really for me, at least not for a long period of time. And as you can tell here in the middle, Season 5 is coming out on August 7th. Now, it says Black Ops 6 as well as Warzone because, we're getting some Warzone stuff. Apparently in Verdansk, the stadium is opening up, which, I don't know, I looked on Twitter, it seems like Modern Warzone thinks it's a big deal. And then again, I think he thinks if an Activision developer breathes, it's a big deal. So who really knows, to be sure. But yeah, stadium is opening up. I guess that's a point of interest. I think it was like 5 years ago. Nowadays, not entirely sure if it is. We got 2 limited time modes in Stadium Resurgence, which seems like it could be a decent time. I'm assuming it's just limited to the stadium section of the map, as well as Resurgence, meaning, you get to come back, which is, I don't know, probably 99% of the fun when you spin up Warzone is the fact that you can come back. And then we're also getting Deadline as a limited time mode. That's coming in season. Don't ask me anything about that. No clue. And then we're getting a satellite hijack contract. Again, don't ask me anything about that. The rest of the stuff doesn't seem super interesting. We're getting a revolver, the Grave Mark 0.357, which is an event reward. Again, in season. No clue why. We're getting the boxing gloves too. I guess that's cool. The PML 556, I believe that's an LMG in the Battle Pass. And then the AUG, which is the ABR-A1 in the Battle Pass. So more recycled content. That's great. That's actually fantastic. The good thing we're not getting recycled is new bundles. They're very clear to specify that these are new. We get some Battle Men, which really fits Black Ops themes, amazing. I Know What You Did Last Summer, as well as a Tracer pack called I Dead 2. Yeah, man, this is Call of Duty these days. This is Call of Duty today, right? Where we have the most random bundles you could think of. I don't know if AI is even generating them anymore. Like it's probably too random for AI to even think about. I don't know who's coming up with this. Got a couple of operators, Sims, as well as Solace, which is coming in the Black Cell. And attachments, I don't know, attachments are making their way to the roadmap now. Like we have so few maps, we have so few events that I guess attachments, attachments and bundles and contracts in Warzone are making it to the front page now because there's just not enough content elsewhere, right? How am I going to get content elsewhere? There's a Summer of Action events page, which is the 90s action heroes, as well as the Atomic Block Party in season, and then Operation Hellride in season. I don't know, man. I think, just to wrap it up for this, particular video, I know I didn't really show much gameplay here because I just wanted to talk about this. I think Call of Duty's lost the plot. I don't think that they know what they're doing. I think they're phoning it in. I think that they are doing the absolute bare minimum. I'm talking like you show up to class. You don't even like raise your hand. You don't do your homework, nothing. Just like showing up just to get the points for attendance. Like that's what they're doing. They're not participating. I don't think they're on Twitter at all. I think I saw somewhere that the community manager of Twitter hasn't like tweeted in like a year or something like that. Like I don't know what's going on over there. I don't know if it's the Microsoft, acquiring Activision. I don't know if it's Bobby Kotick. Like, who's running the show there? What are they doing? It's a mess. It's just a travesty, and it sucks because I say this in a lot of my videos, but Black Ops 6 is not that bad of a Call of Duty game. There could be way worse, and there have been way worse Call of Duty games when it comes to, actual events and actual planning and how the game plays, all that stuff. Like, Call of Duty Black Ops 6 is not that bad. It's not great, mind you. I'm not saying that, but it's not that bad. Anyway, man, that's going to do it. I'll get back to the regular gameplay videos and stuff in the future. But for now, I just want to cover the roadmap and just kind of give my thoughts, man, because it's disappointing. I don't know what I'm expecting anymore out of this franchise, but it's not this. It's certainly not this. This is AI slop. This is regurgitated, returning stuff, things that are quote unquote new, like Crank, that are not new. We're getting WMD, which has been butchered beyond belief. Like, I think Call of Duty just doesn't know what they're doing. And this roadmap is a perfect example of that. But if you disagree, let me know in the comment section down below. I know there's some COD fans out there who still watch me, but for the most part, I think a lot of people are turning to the dark side, which is not liking Call of Duty. And unfortunately, that's kind of where I'm at. They're making it very, very difficult to like this franchise and this game in particular. But again, let me know in the comment section. Sound off. Did I get anything wrong? I know I should have looked up what aim high is and what the deadline LTM is. I know some smart asses are going to correct me in the comment section. So go ahead, do your thing. But yeah, rest of you guys, appreciate the support. Leave a like, subscribe if you're new. Peace.